Hey guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the monster Varumamu, which was recently in the tail challenge, and we have it at rank 5, level 150. So this is supposed to be like a water controller. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and do a review. I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. Now, I'll let you guys know if this monster is actually worth investing in, because I know that a lot of you guys recently probably picked her up in the tail challenge. But if you didn't, let's say in the future, if you do end up picking it up, you'll actually have an idea on whether or not this monster is actually worth it. So we have 33,568 power, 952,652 life, and 18,784 speed. Now, the thing with traders here, immunity to freeze and immunity to stun, like this could have been combined into one, and it could have been immune to control, and then you could have had something else. Dodge area would have been fine. Coolant immunity on top of that, I mean, it's just to yourself and not to everybody. So trait wise, it really does suck as a denier. I feel like it could have been a lot better if it was, let's say, immune to control, like I said, maybe a dodge area in there, and then the coolant immunity could have been AoE. That would have been a lot better. But let's see what we got here. Removes evasion, deals moderate water damage, and applies baby reversion to an enemy. Okay. Drowned in total blind to an enemy, applies blind to all enemies. So you have 100% blind and also a 50% blind. You do have standard league and blind to everybody if you want to run that. I'm not really a huge fan of that. But we'll take it. There's a damaging skill that comes with drown to everybody. You do have boiling and drown. I don't think anybody wants to run that. There is a minor blind to everybody. Some of you guys might actually run that, but honestly, I'm not really a huge fan of this monster. I thought that she would be better than this. So, stamina leak. I don't think anybody wants to run that, but look, it's 0 cooldown, 0 stamina. Yeah, no, this monster sucks. This is one of the worst deniers they released this era. Alright, let's try to make her good. Okay, the relic toss are actually pretty good. I won't lie, the relics are actually good. But what I would recommend doing is giving in Merc Staff if you have it. Give that. I'm gonna go with this equally. Actually, let me go with something that she's not using for like defense, for PvP, so I don't mess anything up. And then for here, we could go with Sponsorship. Actually, you don't have to go with 2 relics that regenerate your stamina. You can go with something else like Adderlast Trap or anything really. We can do Adderlast Trap, but again, any trap really works. In terms of runes, the 150, but I don't know if I'm actually ever gonna use this monster. I don't think this monster will ever be used by Bunky. So I do want to give a huge shout out to my teammate Bunky, by the way, for letting me borrow her account to review this monster for you guys. And that's final. Okay, so moderate water damage to all enemies, applies freeze and stun to all enemies, removes 100% stamina. No, that ultimate could have been better. Maybe remove powder side effect at least. We take it to PvP, we're gonna lose trophies, so let's not take it to PvP. Let's go with this adventure map right here. This random node. Now, you do need a monster that will take in the first turn to clear the path for you. Because if you don't, I'll show you guys what happens when you don't. Well, actually, I can't do it in an adventure map, can I? Because there's no megatons, so... Alright, so we'll go with the tank. Actually, if you're going to be running her, I don't know if it's a good idea to run a tank. What I would do is... I would run her with a monster that could break the Sable and open the path. That would be maybe Shadow Yena or maybe K911, or you could do K911, Shadow Yena, and that monster. That works too. But I think what I'll do is run an attacker. Oh, Serpentix. I think that's what I'll do. Serpentix it is. But you see how the speed right here, her speed is faster than this monster? That's how it should be. You're supposed to have more speed here on whoever's taking the first turn to open up the path for you. So the runes, it varies, you know what I mean? You could do 2 speed, 1 team speed, or triple team speed, or 2 full speed. That also works out. 1 speed, 2 team speed, as long as you're taking in the second turn. So this is what I mean. Look, let's say there's an Inspader or there's a Megataunt, especially Megataunt. You want to go ahead and get rid of that Megataunt and open up the path for your monster, your denier, because if you don't, then you're gonna run in blind and it's not gonna be a good idea. Look, we're going to turn transfer now that the path is open and I can actually deny them. You could either do the standard league with blind, or you could do this one. This one comes with total blind and blind to all enemies. So if they try to attack, this one is not going to land his hit, but the other two, the 50-50. Now, that's the thing though, it's not 100% unfortunately, which sucks. Oh, the other two are dead, so. Now, when this monster gets a turn in, do we give it a turn in? I don't know if he's actually gonna get a turn in. He might actually just charge up, I feel like, because he can't carry relics. You don't carry relics. The adventure map is like that. Especially these old ones. Alright, so eventually your attacker gets to turn in. You can go ahead and attack if you want and do that. But honestly, with this monster, you can't really. There's just better deniers out there than this monster. I'll let you guys know later who I think is actually better than this one, or who I know is actually better than this one. So again, open up the path here. You want to trade the table these ones too, because as you guys can see, I'll show you guys. These ones, they have this hardened, so there's a 20% less accuracy, and you don't want to make that 20%. You want to make it a whole 100%. Go ahead and do this. Raise it one more time, and then turn transfer over. So now that my denier gets to turn in, again, you can either do Stamina Link Blind or this one, or you could do a baby reversion. Now this also comes with a evasion removal. So if the enemy has, let's say, evasion, it actually gets rid of that and then applies to the blind, which is, or the baby reversion, which is nice. Now the thing is, when the monster gets baby reversion, it can be annoying because you can't really attack it. But if you have Pierce on your side, like this one, you can actually go ahead and attack. So this would be your best option, running a Pierce monster like the Pentix, Cupid, any monster really with Pierce. So better deniers than Varumamu would be, let me see, in this era, let me see, for this era, it would be, let's see, Orgonia, no, not really. They didn't really, Zero Zone, I honestly, if I had to choose between Zero Zone and Varumamu, I'd probably go with Zero Zone, honestly. I like the AoE freeze, but, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, because at least that's an AoE denial. With Varumamu, you have the total blind to one enemy and then the 50% blind to everybody. So it's not really a guaranteed blind on everybody, like 100% blind. These monsters, let's see, play Thalassa, honestly. Thalassa would be a better option. But besides Thalassa, maybe Kahaku. They haven't really released too many good ones. I do want to check the Galactic era. Galactic era is full of them. Lamuna, even though it's just a 1 AoE, like one single target possession, I don't really consider that like a whole, you know, denier. I'm not really gonna go with that. But I want to see if there's any other ones here. Maybe I skipped one. I feel like, oh, here, this is like one of the best deniers, definitely. So this one would be a better option. And maybe Device 22. I forget about what he can actually do. I think this one's more of like negative status effects, right? Oh, you do have a total blind to everybody. At least that total blind is to everybody. There is blind right there. This would be a better option than Llama, because look at the trait wise. In trait wise, you have Bulwark, these three. That's already enough. Now I can keep going, honestly, but you get the idea, right? So I don't know. I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't really recommend investing this monster. If you did end up picking him up, just don't invest really. But anyways, stamina wise, it's kind of high. Look at that, 55. Cooldown wise, cooldown, these two are 3-3, these ones are 1-1, but the best skills, it is high on cooldown, so but I do really like the relic slots. It's just that they mess her up with their traits and skills. That's about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's gonna wrap it up for today's monster video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace out.